Hello and welcome back to Democracy 3. We're going to be playing as the United States this time, and they have a whole bunch of different issues that we're going to get into once we start. So, first things first, we do actually have an end limit for this one. After 2 terms, we just end. So that's our objective, basically, is reach 2 terms with the problems being solved. We're going to go with some lovely name like the Freedom Party. That'll do well. And we'll go against... I guess it has to be Republicans or Democrats, so we'll go against Republicans. There we go. We'll be Freedom Party versus the Republicans. Perfect. So, let's have a look at our problems. Our GDP is not that good. Our health is really low. Our education, though, is actually quite reasonable. We have a good level of education. Unemployment is a little bit of an issue, but not nearly as bad as it was, I believe, in the UK one. Crime is quite a big issue, and poverty is starting to be there. So kind of unemployment and poverty are just, they're almost big problems. Crime and health are our main problems, though. We have very low health and we have very high crime. But we have education and GDP, so we have some ways to get around this. So let's see what we got. So what actual... I'm trying to hover somewhere where it doesn't hide everything. There we go. So what are our main issues? Well, in crime, we have alcohol abuse, which as we learned previously, is just generally caused by crime, unemployment, alcohol consumption, which is then caused by GDP, unemployment. Alcohol abuse is not a problem we can solve. It's a problem that exists because of other problems. Vigilante mobs is definitely an issue. Internet crime is an issue. And what's this one? Antisocial behavior. Okay. Which is also caused by alcohol consumption a little bit, which could be, and by unemployment, which could mean that this is a, like, similar to alcohol abuse, an issue we can't solve. In the health bit, we have asthma as a problem, which is kind of unsolvable because we've got a lot of the environment issues and we have a lot of car usage, so that's going to cause some problems. We also have a drug addiction problem, which it's going to be difficult to get rid of. Parents really don't like us when we start. Liberals, parents, environmentalists, and trade unionists really don't like us. And we also have obesity, which is quite a big problem. We have no problems with tax. In economy, we have a skills shortage, which seems odd because we actually have quite a lot of, like, we have a reasonable education. So there shouldn't really be a skills shortage unless we have a lot of people leaving. Like leaving the country. We have a lot of pollution as an issue, and we have an uncompetitive economy. We do, however, start off with a green in economy, though. We start off with a technological advantage, which, if we go into it, really helps our GDP and our productivity, which is great news. That's fantastic. And in welfare, we have homelessness as a problem. We have quite a large deficit and quite a lot of debt, so we're going to have some issues there. So where do we want to start? Well, I think that we should start by trying to get rid of some of this, maybe try and get rid of some of this internet crime, some of this antisocial behavior stuff, maybe try and get rid of some of the drugs problems and the obesity problems, and try and get rid of the skills shortage. So what does this actually affect? This just directly affects our GDP, so this would probably help our deficit if we got rid of it. What causes it? So education lowers our skills shortage. Immigration lowers it, and technology increases it. Okay, so the more technologically advanced we are, the more shortages we have in skills because there are less people who are able to have this level of knowledge in that tech. But if we got more immigration, that would fix it, and more education would fix it. So those are some options we could go into. So immigration and education. Uncompetitive economy is almost gone already, so actually that's not a problem. We can probably fix our uncompetitive economy. Like, what's it got? Corporation tax increases it, productivity lowers it. So the higher productivity, the less this is a problem. So we don't really need to worry about that. Pollution, that's a big issue that we have. We may want to try getting rid of some of the negatives to our... like, we have a lot of... like pollution controls maybe aren't that high and things like that. Things that environmentalists dislike. So they dislike road building. Maybe we've got too much of that going on. I don't know. Homelessness, big issue, but that's mostly because of our unemployment, which then if we go to unemployment, it's mostly caused by everything. So it's an issue that's hard to fix. Obesity is caused by, is increased by our food price, as it'll be easier to look in here. Food price, GDP are big concerns here. We need basically something to lower it. We don't have anything to lower it currently, so it's causing us issues. It's also making our state health service cost more, but we don't actually have that much of a state health service if we have a look at this. Like, we only have life-threatening stuff. So actually, it's not that bad. It is, however, costing us a lot of money anyway. Okay. Drugs? What are the main causes of this? Narcotics exist? Oh wait, no, that's lowering it. They're outlawed. Oh, okay. So that should be lowering it. Police force is lowering it. State health service is lowering it slightly. Unemployment is increasing it. Poverty is increasing it. And private healthcare is lowering it. Okay. So we maybe want to crack down on narcotics slightly, or maybe try and do things that actually make the addiction go away, possibly. So maybe if we got something in crime, that would fix, because that would fix a whole bunch of our issues, just increasing our police force slightly. Because right now we're only at medium. That would probably help fix a ton of our issues, would be increasing our police force. And then maybe try, let's see what's causing immigration to not be high. Citizenship tests are causing that. Border controls are causing that. Okay, and our foreign relations are causing that. I'm not sure what we could do unless we, like... We probably want to try changing these, perhaps, but then we have other issues. Anyway. Let's work on our police force first. I think we should just increase it. I know it's going to cost us a lot of money in the short term, but look at the changes we get. Conservatives are happier. We have more state employees, and we have more membership of state employees, so there's going to be more money coming. Their income actually goes up as well, I think. Yeah, it goes up a little bit from this. Unemployment goes down a little bit. Antisocial behavior. Oh no, their income maybe goes. Yeah, I think that goes up because I'm trying to work it out. So, yes, this is a negative effect that's being lowered, so it will go up. Unemployment is going up, going down. Antisocial behavior would go down. Alcohol abuse would go down. Vigilante mobs would go down, and drug addiction would go down. So that's perfect. That's going to fix a whole bunch of our issues. Takes a bit of a delay to come in, but I think that's definitely worth just investing in straight away. Skills shortage. Technology increase it, but education decrease. Is there anything in education we could do to maybe get a few of these things done? Okay, state schools and private schools both feed into this, as does technology colleges. Is there any education ones we may want to have a look at? So public services, probably. Public libraries could be a good one. That would give a lot more education just for free. Adult education subsidies. University grants as well could help fix a lot of our issues. It costs a lot of money, but it could fix a lot of our issues. We might want to do something like, let's see if there's anything compulsory. What is it? Stamp Out Racism Week could be good. That could definitely be good. Compulsory foreign language classes as well could be good. Parenting, again, could be alright. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for the public libraries. I think that's a fairly easy one to go into. It increases education equality and makes retired people happy. Right, and let's just leave it at that and see what happens over the next thing. Let's see where things are trending. Okay, our credit rating downgraded. That's because at the start of each game of Democracy 3, there is the recession. So that's just a thing that happens. 31% of people would vote for us. Our GDP is lowering, but that's because our credit rating was downgraded. Okay, not too bad. Let's have a look at some of these things. So, drug addiction starting to tend down. It's not gonna disappear, but it's tending down. Vigilante mobs is tending down. Antisocial behavior is tending down as well. Internet crime isn't changing. Okay. And alcohol abuse is not changing. Alright. Skill shortage shouldn't really do anything because we only just changed a bunch of education stuff, so maybe we'll see some difference, but yeah, there's a lot of delay in some of these things. Actually, like, there's inertia before these things will come in, so there's 4 turns for public libraries even think about coming in. It is tending upwards slightly, but not by a lot. It's just a little bit up. I think more education seems like the way to go. I think that's probably a good idea. May want to try and make some of these people like us as well. So, why don't... who we start with? Liberals, I think, probably dislike us the most. They dislike death penalty, creationism versus evolution, armed police, alcohol laws, intelligence services, private prisons, narcotics, prisoner tagging, handgun laws. What do they like? They like legal aid. They like the abortion law. They like prisons. Do they? It's definitely a green going towards that from prisons, yep. Food standards. Legal aid seems alright. Foreign aid they also quite like. So maybe if we go into a bit of foreign aid or legal aid, that might work. So what's foreign aid? What does that affect? So patriots dislike it. Socialists, liberals, foreign relations and ethnic minorities like it. Okay. So, how do patriots love us? So we could afford to lose a little bit of patriots. Legal aid, everybody likes it. Okay. So I think what we do is we bump up legal aid, because that helps a lot for quality, and that's something that we want to really go for. And then foreign aid as well. There we go. We'll push a ton into that. Patriots hate it, but foreign relations will skyrocket, which I think is good. That'll get our skills shortage gone. It's going to cost us a lot of money. Any taxes we could raise that would make people happy, like that doesn't affect a lot of people. Sales tax, self-employed and capitalists don't like it. Tobacco tax, increases poverty, lowers equality, lowers tobacco. Capital gains. I'm just thinking if anything actually does anything that specifically helps somewhere. Like hybrid car initiative helps, but that's losing us money, I think. Car tax, not so good. Income tax, again, not so good. Inheritance tax, no. Corporation tax, no. Petrol tax is the one I usually rely on, but it's not that good. Property tax, we lower a little bit with a lot of people, but that increases homelessness, which isn't a good thing. Is there a new tax we could introduce? I don't know. Public tax returns? Maybe that could work. That would make some people unhappy, but that would lower tax evasion, possibly be good. Recreational drugs tax? Well, we have no recreational drugs in theory, so this shouldn't give us any money. Enterprise investment scheme? I don't know. Junk food tax could be good, because that would actually bring in some money. Not a lot, but it may help stop obesity a little bit if we did that. Because it would increase the price of food. Yeah, we'll put in a junk food tax. There we go. So it should lower obesity. Youth and poor earnings will be unhappy, but health and poverty will... poverty will increase. That's not good. We'll put it in at max anyway. We'll leave it there, see what we get. Okay. So crime is dropping, which is good. Nothing else has changed. Approval rating went up. Okay, there's some Church of Christ are holding town hall meetings to express their anger. Alright. Child labour laws. Too many of our younger citizens are leaving school early in order to take up low-paying jobs. Some are even skipping school to work full-time when they should be learning. Well, we want to increase learning, so I think what we have to do is criminalize child labor, I think. Yeah. Security briefing. We do have some problems. The Church of Christ is actually a very big threat. I think we could fix that. Okay, so religious people don't like us. Okay. Religious people... Wait. Liberals and religious people both like the abortion law. Huh. I thought this was going to be a hot button issue, but apparently it's just... everyone's fine. Well, in which case that law is never changing while we're in power. Okay, so we need to make religious people like us more. Now, there is the option that we could go fully religious here. We could really go for like a religious kind of paradise place. I think we might do it. Maybe even faith school subsidies? We need just a little bit more capital to get that, but we could definitely try something like that. Maybe, yeah, let's try slowly making ourselves a bit more religious. Political, military, religious oath. Okay. Okay. Public religious broadcasts. Possibly seems like a good idea. Yeah, let's have a little bit of a public religious broadcast. It's going to increase racial tension slightly, but religious membership will go up. Liberals will dislike it. Is there any level where religious won't dislike it? Not really. We'll have some... We'll go to the point where religious is slightly higher than... well, at least equal to liberals. There we go. So something like there. Religious, we get a bonus equal to negative from liberals. And then we get religious and racial tension. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not great as a law, but it's alright. Then we want to try and get in some more people to our country. Let's see what else we got. Oh, welfare fraud could definitely get us some more money. That could work. Or compulsory work. Those could also work. Anything else we want in here? I don't think so. I'm not seeing anything that's jumping out at me saying we need to have it. Maybe a needle exchange program could work to get rid of some of that drug addiction. We'll see. Transport. I don't think we're worried about transport right now. I think we'll take our points for next turn. Stress epidemic. Oh well. Health is going up, education is going up, crime is going down. Good. Credit rating went down again. Oh well. Church of Christ are still holding things, but we have a polls meeting. So actually everything's going down apart from the Wildlife Trust, which is going up. Okay. Okay, so parents, conservatives, socialists like us, patriots dislike us a little bit more. Liberals are unchanged. Okay. Okay, I can live with liberals being unchanged. As long as they're not trying to kill us, that's fine. Let's have a look at some of our issues. Antisocial behavior, that's going to end next. 2 ticks, maybe? Maybe 1 tick? We'll see. Vigilante mobs, that'll end next tick. Alcohol abuse is still existing. Internet crime is dropping slightly. Okay. Obesity is dropping slightly. Narcotics is going straight down. Asthma is slightly dropping, not really going a lot. Uncompetitive economy is going to end next tick as well. Poverty is fixing. We still have our technological advantage. It's actually getting further into a technological advantage. Our skill shortage is starting to disappear. Okay. Homelessness is increasing though. Okay. Okay. We can pretty much buy anything now. We have the political capital to do anything we want. So if we want something big, this is where we want it to bring it in. I don't know. You got a lot of problems all around. I'm seeing if there's anything that like jumps out at me and says, this is something we want. This is something we need. I don't think there is anything big we want to do. Maybe school prayers? That's pretty big, but it costs us nothing. But we'll probably make religious people happy. It'll probably make liberals unhappy. Yeah. That's the problem. How many liberals do we have? Currently quite a large part of our population are liberals, but a larger part of our population is religious, and they seem to be at odds, so we probably have to choose one or the other at some point. Yeah. We want to try and lower liberal membership. What goes into liberal membership? So the death penalty lowers it, as does gated communities. Violent crime increases liberal membership. Okay, antisocial behavior lowers liberal membership. So getting rid of it is actually a bad thing there. Gated communities lowers liberal membership. We could increase gated communities as a thing then. Makes the wealthy happier, conservatives happier, liberals less happy, crime goes down, quality goes down, but liberalism also goes down. So we'll encourage gated communities. Okay, that's probably not fantastic. Thinking anything else we can do to get rid of religious people? I don't know. You do something like compulsory church attendance. I don't know. That could work. It's maybe a little bit extreme as a first step. Maybe we'll work into something like... I don't know. There's a whole bunch of places we could go with this. Maybe just national anthem in schools. I don't know if that would help with liberals, but we'll see. It doesn't. It does increase Patriot membership though, so maybe we can make the Patriots like us more. Yeah, just all schools. Youth will less like us, but who cares about the youth? There we go. They're not even. I mean, they're one on our bars here, but like, they won't vote. It doesn't matter. Anyway, next. Let's see what we get. Uncompetitive economy and vigilante mobs are at an end. Fantastic. Crime is dropping. GDP is going up. Approval rating has gone up. We have a security briefing. Okay. Debt protection law. What do we want to do here? So we can say the agencies are preying on the weak and poor in our countries, or we're saying nobody forces people to borrow money they can't repay. We'll limit the activity because that'll probably give some equality. Security briefing. Everything's lowering actually, so that's fine. Cool. Conservatives like us more. Capitalists like us more. But we seem to be doing alright. So let's have a look at this antisocial behaviour. Oh, that actually capped off. We're going to need to do something more to that. Okay. Okay. How's our skill shortage looking? Still exists. Pollution is dropping slightly. Narcotics, we need something more there as well. Obesity, maybe needs something more. Asthma, definitely needs something more. Homelessness is increasing. So maybe if we get something that has more jobs, that might work. So maybe like we'll do something. Is there some jobs we can get in here? Perhaps some community policing could definitely be a job we could bring in. Yeah, let's try bringing in a job with community policing. We'll put that up to maximum. Antisocial behavior and alcohol abuse should disappear. Oh, that increases liberalism. I'm not sure I like that. We'll cancel it. Yeah. Don't want that. Increases liberalism. Don't want people thinking liberally. We want to avoid that. CCTV cameras. Perfect. That's our solution. Liberals dislike it a lot. Crime, violent crime, antisocial behavior go down, and conservatives go up. That's what we're after. We do need to try and remove liberalism as a base, but it's very difficult to do that in this game. I suspect the leanings of the person making it may have affected this slightly. I think we're going to just click next, though. I think we should be fine. Our deficit should start to disappear because we're getting more GDP because our uncompetitive economy is gone, I think, so we'll see. It didn't happen this time. Okay. Crime and unemployment have dropped, though. Alcohol adverts. We can ban the alcohol adverts. Yeah, sure. That seems fine. And security briefing, everyone's still going down. That's fine. Liberals dislike us a lot, but at least they're going down. Antisocial behavior has just disappeared. CCTV cameras has just killed it. That should be some extra money back. Obesity is still dropping. Narcotic, drugs are still around. Alcohol abuse is just not going anywhere. Internet crime is slightly dropping, but not really. State schools, not really. Pollution is going up. Homelessness is going down. Okay. Okay. We really need to start dealing with some of these problems. Like, our skills problem is something that we really need some more education. We can increase science funding. And that means that we get some more state employee membership. It lowers unemployment, raises our GDP. You know, we'll actually put some money into science. There we go. I think I quite like having the public broadcast, making our religious base kind of happier. The poor also quite like us. We can increase state schools, which is fine. Private schools hate it. Or at least they'll disappear. Which means our schools will cost more. Would increase our education quite a lot. It costs us about 100. It would almost double our deficit though. Yeah. I'm not sure. Food Standards Agency, anything we could do in here? If we increased it, makes liberals happier, farmers less happy, lowers obesity, raises food price. Raises health as well. Doesn't cost that much either. So we'll go with that. Okay. Public libraries, I'm still okay with. School vouchers? That would work quite a lot. Private schools would get a huge bonus. Poor earnings and equality would change, but it does cost a lot of money. I'm looking for things that don't cost that much money. Now we could do something crazy, like we could just lower military spending slightly. But yeah, our patriots won't like it. We have a ton of patriots. Our patriots are a reasonably large group. So, we'll see. Order controls, again, not that useful. Train subsidies could be good. I don't know. There are a lot of problems we've got going on here. Let's have a look at our money. So, military spending, so we've got the most. We've got pensions that cost a lot. We could lower that. We could definitely lower our pensions slightly. State schools and state health are kind of there. Space program as well as there. I think we might lower our space program and our state pensions. There we go. Space program. I mean, currently we have a reusable shuttle. What about if we just went down to... We just lowered it by about that much. Patriots, membership of Patriots go down. Religious membership increases from that. We could push it further. Or we could just cancel it entirely. And we could just get rid of it, which would make patriots less happy and make less patriots. Unemployment would increase from that. I'm not sure. Our space program might be too big to remove right now. And the other one I was looking at was state pensions, which let's double check who it affects. It affects poverty, retired, poor, and makes capitalists less happy. So if we got rid of this slightly, if we made it so there were no state pensions, that would make retired a lot less happy. Capitalists would be happier, poor would be less happy, retired's income would go down. There would be less socialists, and retired membership would go down. No, we're gonna revert changes. We're gonna wait, and we're gonna get rid of state pensions. Cool. Let's see how that goes. So antisocial behaviour is now at an end. Rubbish tip protests. Green protesters have staged a noisy protest at location over proposed landfill sites, so environmentalists are less happy. Crime is still dropping. People would still vote for us, and there is Warriors of Gaia and a Black Power group against us. Okay. Well, state pensions. We can't quite get rid of them yet. So we can do something really small. What's our max? Okay. Our maximum is 48. Okay, so we may need to reshuffle our cabinet if we want any more. Let's do that this time. So, foreign policy. Foreign affairs. We're looking for people who are very good at this. Give us a lot of points. You're good at this. Desired jobs. Sure. And you're an environmentalist friendly person, so people like you. Welfare. Oh, you'll do well. Farmers and parents. Economy. You'll do pretty well. Right. Chancellor. Tax. We're looking for... Tax. People who are actually interested in... Oh, you're interested in tax. Perfect. Conservatives and farmers again. Okay. Public Services Minister. We're looking for... Where is public... Oh, there you go. Public Services. Perfect. Religious and capitalist. Law and Order. We have... Anyone Law and Order here? Anyone like Law and Order? Not really. We don't have anyone high in Law and Order, so we're just going to appoint somebody who's good at other stuff. You'll probably do. And then transport. Looking for somebody who's... You're 4.8. You might just win transport by default. You're 4.9. Liberals and parents. Okay. Perfect. Here is our little cabinet there. We should get a lot more points back. How many will we get next time? That's the wrong button. How many will we get? We get 32 per turn. Okay. So we could probably spend a very small amount, but I think we might just let things end this time. Like, we'll just go to the next round. Okay, so unemployment has increased. We lost a little bit of our polls, and the Warriors of Gaia still exist. Tobacco adverts. We'll approve the ban. Okay, let's have a look at security briefing. They haven't grown, which is a positive. Some of the groups have grown, but the main group down here hasn't grown. Okay. We have 64 points. State pensions, don't need them. Get rid of them, they cost a lot of money. Our deficit should disappear after that, actually. Let's have a look. Obesity is dropping. Narcotics has gone back up again. Okay. Okay. Asthma is kind of around there. Alcohol abuse took a drop. It went away from absolute top for a little bit, which is good. Internet crime also went up a little bit. Skill shortage is disappearing with more education. Pollution is going up, and our homelessness problem is going up. So retired people are very unhappy about what we just did there. I think we want to try and maybe make the environmentalists like us a little bit more. I think maybe we need a car tax. Just a little bit of a car tax. Just, you know, a bit. Just to make environmentalists happy. Oh, we can't raise it. We don't have the points. Okay. In which case, we'll wait till next round. Minimum wage. Do we need a law for minimum wage, or don't we? We should have a law for minimum wage. Poverty is increasing. 38% of the vote. There's a group. All these groups are growing. Revolutionist army. Where's that coming from? That must be liberals, maybe? Try to figure it out. Because these aren't actually in the same order. So no, Black Power group is probably the Equality Now group, which is actually dropping. Warriors of Gaia must be like the Wildlife Trust. Human Rights Society. So yeah, it must be Revolutionary Army. That's causing us some problem. Maybe Friends of the Planet is Warriors of Gaia as well. Possibly. Could be multiple of these groups actually go into the bottom groups. Anyway. Let's see. We're gonna raise the car tax. There we go. Put a little bit more in there. And then we're also going to raise petrol. Although we can't. Okay. Revert. Well, we'll raise our car tax. We'll see how that goes. How's obesity looking? It's dropping. It's still dropping. Narcotics still around. Maybe we want another law and order thing in here. So maybe something like... I don't know. Maybe we start to filter in some more patriotism. So like some flags in every street corner kind of thing. Maybe that's where we want to go with this. Maybe we want to start putting in some of these more vicious kind of protection things. We might get assassinated soon if we don't, basically. Let's have wiretapping. Nobody likes it, but we'll have wiretapping. Makes liberals less happy. Universal monitoring. If they don't find out, it won't hurt them. Okay. Sweatshop scandal. Liberals, poor, trade unionists dislike it, and trade unionist membership went up. 47% of people are voting for us now. Poverty is dropping. The warriors of Gaia are growing. We're desperately getting our security effectiveness up. Do we need more police force? We already have max police force. Okay. Want more armed police? Liberals would be very, very unhappy, but it would definitely help out a lot in terms of there being no problems for us. I think maybe we just want to try and increase environmentalists, make them like us. Maybe some strict pollution controls. Capitalists won't like it, but I think it might be the way to go. And just go really high on pollution controls. It lowers our GDP, which is alright. Capitalists like it. CO2 emissions go down, and the environment goes up. I think that's maybe where we want to go with that. Also, surplus. Making money. Okay, so trade unionists we've never looked at. They don't seem to actually be doing anything like trying to kill us, which makes me less concerned about them. Okay. Let's start filtering in some more patriotism as well. We're just gonna have a National Armed Forces week where we just, you know, we just increase patriot membership. I know it's dropping slightly, but we want to try and move people from like things like liberals. There's a lot. Look how many members of liberals there are. We have to get people away from being liberal members. We have to try and push this away, because otherwise we're going to end up with issues. Maybe like the death, we just increase the death penalty thing, lowers liberalism quite a lot, makes liberals less happy. But that could really help us out in terms of that sort of stuff. So that might be where we want to end up going. Anyway, next. We have uncovered a plot by the extremist eco-terror group known as Warriors of Gaia. Okay. Okay, unemployment is increasing, GDP is going down. That's not good. You get 50% of the vote. Public smoking ban. We'll ban it for health, I think. Security briefing is still growing. We're trying to help. I'm actually trying to help the environment. We have a deficit again. Environmentalists don't care that we increased pollution controls yet. How many implementations was it? It was 4, so it's going to take a little bit for it to come in. What else do you care about environmentalists? You don't like road building. You like biofuel subsidies. You know what? More biofuel subsidies. You can have them. Oil demand goes down, but it also increases our food price, which means obesity is, it's a problem. I think that was increased anyway. It lowers obesity as a problem as well. Anything else we're looking in here? Maybe want to just try and... Basically, all we're trying to do is we're trying to make the environmentalists happy. So microgeneration could be a good one. Yeah. Really try and make environmentalists happy. Lowers more oil demand. Capitalists are less happy. Capitalists, we're not going to throw you any bones right now. You're not trying to kill us like usual, so I can ignore you. Home fabrication grants? Maybe not. Eco-home regulations? Yeah, sounds good. Capitalists don't like it. Environmentalist membership goes up. Maybe try and increase the membership of environmentalists and then make it so that they less unhappy would work. Right, let's try that. There's a green plot still. Credit rating downgraded. Not good. Crime is dropping. I think that's good, dropping. Right? Yeah, I think that's good. I don't think that means it's increasing. Unemployment's still going up. GDP is dropping. More people are voting for us. Terrorist group is not growing, but the Battenberg group is, which is the capitalists. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Capitalists? What can we do to make you happy? You like technology grants? Let's have more of that. Let's have some more technology grants. I know it lowers religious membership, but we're trying to do things the capitalists like that everyone else likes too. Labor laws, the capitalists like or is. That's because there's it's pro-employer. Okay. Small business grants, you're into that? Yeah, okay. More of those. More of those. Basically just spending money not to get killed right now. Which is definitely different. What else do you not like, capitalists? Or what are you into? Okay. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We'll just go on to the next turn. Capitalist plot. Yes, yes. Oh, we won an aerospace contract, which lowered our unemployment and raises our GDP. Fantastic. Something good. Polls we went up in. Crime is still dropping. Unemployment is dropping, which is good. Let's have a look at our security briefing. Oh no, the Warriors of Gaia is still rising. That's not good at all. Okay. Environmentalists are kind of staying roughly where they are. They're growing. They're becoming happier. So I'm not too worried about the Warriors of Gaia. I am worried about the capitalists trying to kill us, but we're fixing that as well. How's obesity looking? It's going to end soon. Good. Drugs? Still an issue. How are Patriots looking? We got a lot more? Yeah, we're increasing our Patriot membership. Let's try raising that a little bit more. Patriots like us. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to raise groups that like us up so there's more members. So that more percentage of the population are in those groups, so they'll like us because they're patriots. That's my logic, basically. Let's try some law and order stuff. Anything we want in here, maybe. Compulsory church attend. Maybe flags on every street corner could help. Yeah, that'll help a little bit. Foreign relations doesn't really affect at all. But it does, it raises racial tension a little bit, lowers ethnic minorities' opinions, but membership for Patriots and Patriots' opinion just goes up. Just what I'm after. I want Patriots to love us. Anything else we could do? National anthem at the start of the news? Definitely. More patriots. That's what we're after. Need more patriots. And maybe we'll do like a stamp out racism week as well. Oh, that makes liberals like us. I'm sorry, we're going to have to get rid of that policy. Anyway. Wait, did we actually get rid of it or did we just create it? I don't even know what section that would be in. We can actually check up here. I think we just created that. Oh, that was a little bit of a mistake. Where would that even be? So I can get rid of it. That's down here. No, that's national anthem. There we go, stamp out racism. Yeah, okay, that was a problem. Yeah, let's just say there's none. There we go. Still costs us money, but that was just a misclick. Okay, next turn. Ethnic plot. Okay, maybe we might want that to happen. There's 59% of us in the polls. GDP looks... nothing's changed up here. Freedom of information. Reject. We don't care about liberals. People are trying to kill us. Black Power Group is really trying to kill... they're seriously... they want to kill us. Okay. Yeah. What are we gonna do about that? Maybe some kind of compulsory language lessons? Maybe? Compulsory foreign language classes could help? Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to see what else we might want. Maybe there's something we already have that could help. I don't see anything else that could necessarily help us. Ethnic minorities. Let's see. Okay, so they're unhappy because of border controls, racial tension. Okay, what leads into racial tension? Immigration. Okay, so if we got rid of some of the border controls, we could be a little bit better. If we lowered this, so that would help a lot. Liberals would be less happy. Patriots would be less happy, but we're okay with that because we're doing a lot to increase their happiness. Yeah. Random passport checks. So basically, it saves us 2 billion and makes everyone happy. I think that's something we have to go with. And that should help us out a lot in not being killed. Yep, they tried to kill us. Unemployment's increasing. We have 64% of the polls. Security briefing still exists, but every group is lowering. Like all the main groups are lowering, so less people are trying to kill us. Racial tension should be dropping. Now we got rid of now we got those border controls pretty much gone. Although that was only a 1 implementation delay. What else leads into racial tension? Unemployment, flags in every street corner, public religious stuff, citizenship tests. Okay. We could cancel these. Gets rid of a lot of racial tension. Patriot membership lowers slightly. That's alright. Liberals are less unhappy. Ethnic minorities less than... yeah, we'll get rid of citizenship tests. We don't need that. Anything else we're after? Maybe something like a witness protection program. Just continue increasing our police stuff. Maybe police drones. Witness protection program at least has some popularity with voters, so we'll go with that. Lowers violent crime, also helps towards our overall security stuff. Law and Order. Race Discrimination Act prevents citizens from being discriminated against purely on the basis of race. Sure, we'll go for that as well. Lowers racial tension. Increases liberals, ethnic minorities' opinions. Does increase people in the liberal camp, but also lowers... this is fine. This will do. Right, next. I know we've been trying to wipe out some liberals, but there are just so many of them. It's hard to do. We also have 43% patriots, so... we're kind of polarizing every group. So you're either a liberal or you're a I wonder what percentage of patriots are liberals. Can we even see that? That would probably be a focus group kind of thing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where we would even find these kind of things. I suppose we could click here and we say like, oh, they're also a liberal, but I don't know. It doesn't help. We do have some patriots who are liberals. Anyway, we'll click next. Okay, capitalist plot. Immigration scandal. So, Conservatives are less happy, Patriots are less happy, poor are less happy, racial tensions have increased. Fantastic. Credit rating has downgraded. Oh, this is just great. This is great. Yep. Landberg Group and the Black Power Group are increasing. Fantastic. Great. Lovely. How are our problems looking? Obesity? That might be over. That actually might be over next tick. Drugs are still a problem. Internet crime is still a problem. Maybe we want to increase our intelligence services. Yeah. Asthma is going down, which is nice. We are improving the environment, so that's definitely a good thing. Capitalists, we don't have a lot we can do. Skill shortage, we are dropping slightly. We still have our technological advantage. Pollution is dropping. Homelessness is increasing. I actually want to improve our intelligence services, actually, to stop us being killed, basically. It would lower internet crime by a significant amount as well. Okay, then we want to really go into something like... we just censor the internet. I'm not sure that's the best way to go about things right now. What do we want to do? What do we actually want? We want to make the capitalists like us more. So what would make capitalists like us more? Maybe something in the economy. Maybe some kind of... I don't know, I'm seeing if there's anything... Maybe National Business Council? Yeah, okay. Capitalists like that. Helps our GDP, lowers socialism. Then maybe something like... young entrepreneur schemes. Yeah, definitely. We're lowering membership of socialist. Is that something we want to do? Potentially. Oh, anger feeds support for. Oh, that's interesting. Revolutionary Army, which exists. I'm assuming that the Black Power Group is basically ethnic minorities. Is there anything else that feeds into that? No. Freedom League. You don't have a group. Like, the commuters you can make really unhappy because they don't have a group, but commuters are part of all the groups, and that's the kind of problem with those ones. I think we'll stick with what we got. Oh, it's election time. Oh. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, we're gonna skim by here. Yeah. I mean, we won. Breakdown. Yeah. We liberals voted highly against us. Conservatives voted almost entirely for us. Religious voted almost entirely for us. It was alright. Changes, health has gone up, education has gone up, crime has dropped by 50%, violent crime has dropped, environment's improved, poverty and inequality are problems. Technology has increased, which is nice. Productivity has increased, CO2 emissions are down, energy efficiency is up, international trade is up, foreign relations is up, racial tension is up a little bit, which isn't so good. Unemployment is up a little bit, which isn't so good. We have a lot of more immigration, which is interesting. It's definitely going to help for skill shortage, I think, in the long term. We have reduced our need for oil significantly and have lowered the price and supply by that much as well. Poor earnings and middle earnings have gone up while high earnings have dropped slightly. GDP has gone up. Private pensions have increased a lot, but that's because we got rid of public pensions. Tobacco usage has gone down. Tourism has gone up, which is good. Traffic congestion and alcohol consumption have both gone down. Food price and the average temperature have gone up, which is bad, but we did reduce a whole bunch of CO2 emissions, so that's where we're trying to help our average temperature. And we had a little bit more industrial automation. Okay. Well, this is 50 minutes in, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to call it for this week, and then next week we'll come back with our second term. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.